my friend, this is Cissy. Welcome to my channel. In today's pick a card video, we're gonna talk about what is there for you to release so that you can invite something new. There's a saying that says that let go and make room for something better. And when I'm recording this video, it's the same day of the full moon in Virgo. First of all, when there's a full moon, it's a time to release. And when there's a new moon, it's time to manifest, to invite new energy in. As you know, the moon has its cycle, which means that every month there's a time for you to release the old, the whatever no longer serve you, and there's another time 2 weeks later that you can invite something new. Since we're under this full moon energy, I figured this is the proper topic that we can talk about. And then when the full moon is in Virgo, is to remind us that we are good enough. We're good enough to manifest our dreams. We're good enough to showcase our skill. We're good enough to be healthier. I do want to read you this card, You Are Good Enough, Full Moon in Virgo, from the Moology deck. And it says, Full Moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home and office. It's a time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt bath and meditation, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. It is a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. So that's my intention for today, to remind you that you're good enough to whatever you have in your heart. Today we're going to have 3 piles. All 3 cards are going to be the death card from different tarot deck. The first pile is going to be number 13, Death and Rebirth, from the Light Sheer tarot deck. Death is a very interesting tarot card. All the tarot reader will explain to you that there's nothing to be feared of death, because death symbolizes ending. And when something ends, that also means that something new is coming on your way. And that's why this card is so fitting, because they explain to you that there's a death and then there's a rebirth. So something new is coming. Pile 2 is Death from the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. Number 3, this is pile 3. This card is from the Muse Tarot deck. So how it works is you look at the image and see which one resonates with you. If you cannot pick the card based on the visual, then think about number 1, 2, 3. Which one jumped out to you today? And then you scroll down to the description box and look for the timestamps and click the corresponding timestamps of your pile. I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you pick the death card from the Light Sheer Tarot deck, this is your pile. Okay, pile 1. It looks like recently you have been offered a relationship, possibly. If you can see this card, the dolphin is presenting a cup to the queen. And the Queen of Cups is a queen that has a lot of emotions. She's the master of her relationships, and she can use her relationships for the better. This is just a representation of the energy, feminine versus masculine. It doesn't mean that you have to be a woman to be resonating with this card. Queen of Cups is very nurturing, loving, and she is selfless, very giving and kind. And while you are giving that relationship, or someone represented by the dolphin offering this love, you decided to, I don't want to say self-sabotage, but you folded your eyes and you had to make a decision. You have 2 options, and you're like, I don't know what to choose. Let me figure this out while my eyes are closed, which may not be the best way to figure out which way to go if you want clarity, but you're doing it to yourself. So you have some mental struggles or analyzation going on that hinder this connection that was offered to you. And you got the Ace of Swords, which shows me that some words were spoken that was clear yet sharp. This were cut into the rocks. So it's so sharp, it's hurtful and cold that you have to put down the crown and the piece to say it. You might have spoken your truth, but that truth was hurtful. The truth was not from the heart. Because right now, looking at this card, my heart feels tied up. And then you got number 35, loyal heart reversed. You might be 35 years old, and it made me feel like you might think that you are a loyal person, but in fact, you may not be. Like, you might be going through a betrayal, whether you are that person when someone did that to you. But when that happened, it's a time to think if this relationship still serves the purpose of love, of unconditional love. Because when we truly love someone, it's very unlikely that we will betray that person. And if that happens, it's just a symptoms of a deeper issue within that relationship. And then you also get a Gemini card. It says curious communication, variety seeking, social collaboration, brilliance, perception, connected, vocal, adaptive, street smart, mobile, studious, superficial, restless. So I think a relationship was presented to you. It was fun, it was sincere, but you were in the energy of self-sabotage because you had options and harsh words were spoken, and that's what you need to release, because your true energy is the King of One. That's who you are. It's a fire, a fairy energy that you know your truth, you have the passion for life, you are in control, and you are seeking a connection, a loving connection, an Ace of Cups. You want to start a new relationship from the heart, and possibly with a soulmate, someone with even past life connection. This is Six of Cups. Six of Cups in traditional tarot is like two kids holding flowers. It seems like you are confident, fiery, and you want true love with a soulmate. However, you're being tangled with something, possibly your past, your history, that you need to clean. You need to clean it up, but you're not doing this because this card came out reversed, telling me that you probably know that you're supposed to clean up, but you're not doing it for whatever reason. Although you are practicing to be here and now, you are practicing let go of the past and look for the future. That's a lesson that you are learning now. Yet, you'll have this round and round energy reverse. It shows me that some patterns show up in your life over and over again. You are the common denominator of these scenarios, which shows me that you might be the one that causing these problems. And it also showed me that you might be in a limbo. You don't know how to get out of because it might be a mental energy that you're thinking of something over and over again, but cannot have that breakthrough. If you continue this path, Spirit is showing me that there's going to be a battle waiting for you, possibly to defend yourself, to defend your position if you continue this energy. It's clear to me that what you need to let go of is this limbo. You need to find your clarity and claim your power as the King of Wands. You need to be true to your heart. This is who you want to be, to live from a heart connection, not just in the mind. We're not our body, we're not our mind. who we really are is our soul. The best way to know that we are living from the soul is to follow the heart, not the head, because as human, we have these human condition. We were told that we're supposed to live a certain way. We're supposed to project this image into the world. There's good and bad. There's right or wrong. In fact, they're just people's opinion. They're just society, what culture built up for a long time, but that's not how the universe is supposed to be. There's no right or wrong for anything or situation. There's only people's perspective, and understand that in every given moment, everyone is doing the best they can. It doesn't mean that you think he's right or wrong. It just means that it served that person's purpose at that very moment, and people keep changing too. Spirit is encouraging you to seek your clarity and live from the heart, not from the mind, because by blindfolding yourself and being confused, you're letting go a generous offer. And this generous offer can even be a soulmate connection. What Spirit want you to focus on, though, seems like, is to build your stability. It's build your pentacles. This is very earthy and material energy, and the Spirit is saying that this might happen step by step, slowly, not as fast as anyone expected, but you have to build your foundation again and offer this to whoever you want to, this foundation, this material realm. And Spirit is saying that it's time to let go. You actually get the Death card, but it came out reverse. Like something is ending. Don't resist it. By resisting it, you are only prolonging the process. You could be starting something new by now, but you are not, because you're holding on to the past and not being the here and now. But there's only the here and now if you think about it. And Spirit is saying that there's this defenseless feeling that you have. It's time to writing past wrongs, uprooting, and you might owe someone an apology. This card says, I'm sorry. It seems like you are seeking harmony, aids, enrichment, benefits, energy, joys, ease in your life. You are looking for harmony, and by letting go of the past, by letting go of your limbo mind, by making that decision, you will be able to achieve the harmony of your mind, body, and soul. Really, the mind and the body are tools for the soul to materialize, to actualize what the soul is truly after in this realm. We all need to live from the soul, not so much from the mind. The mind is our ego, is our fight or flight survival instincts. It's not who we truly are. If we're just living from the mind, just look at this world right now, all the wars, all the fight, all the inharmony, pollution. That's from the mind. Anyway, you know what I mean. And then you get Neptune. Neptune says subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideal, universal love, vision, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies. I think it's time to embark that spiritual journey for you, to add breath work, meditation to your daily practice, so that you can get closer to your heart and know what you truly want. If you just follow your heart, things might be a lot easier than you think. And you also get the Age of Light. It says you've been training for this for lifetimes, as if you have been on different planet, different realm for different lessons. But every lifetime, no matter which planet you are, no matter where you are learning lessons to prepare you for this lifetime to be yourself, just to be you. It makes me feel like you're ready. You might have a past life in the ancient Egypt, which is a long time ago. and you've already practiced these over and over again. Your soul has a plan for you in this lifetime to achieve certain things, to work out certain challenge, and you're ready. Take the action. Somehow get yourself out of that limbo. Now, let's see what other advice Spirit have for you. How can Pile 1 embark their own new journey? How can Pile 1 defend their position and pursue their stability and complete their transformation at this time? Spirit, how can Pile 1 do these things? Leadership. Take control of your time. Take control of your life. No one have more power to your own path than yourself. Look for the Northern Star. Pray to Moon, the universe. Ask for help and be your true leader. You can lead the whole situation. Don't worry what other people think. It's time that you become the king of one, because you are the king of one. Take off the blindfold and see the truth, and the truth is your heart. And what does your heart tells you? Now, we have a time for healing. And you're good enough. You're good enough. We know that. It's time for healing. It's time to, if you have ever done anything related to spirituality, it's time to do it again. Continue your path. Now, at the beginning of this reading, I said that it seems like you were offered a generous relationship. I want to see what kind of relationship is that, and if it's worth for you to perceive, or you should, like, because it seems like you have a decision to make. It's a separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I'm not surprised. It says honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday times together. One in honeymoon, one in separation. And then you get passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that's passion. Who make your heart sing? Who make your soul to feel the joy? That's where and how you will know if someone is right for you. Now, if you have a person in mind, what would they say to you now? If Pile 1 have a person in mind, what would they say to Pile 1? What does Pile 1's person want to say to them? What does Pile 1's person want to say to them? No. I couldn't let you get close to me. Oops. They couldn't let you get close to them. Why? What would Pile 1's person say to Pile 1? I love you unconditionally. What will Pile 1's person say to Pile 1? I left you before you could let me. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. One thing I learned recently is just because a relationship feel like a soulmate connection doesn't mean that you're meant to be together. And the reason is sometimes the timing is off and all these this and that. It may not work out. Doesn't matter how you feel. That sucks. But guess what? Maybe you were together in the past life. Maybe you will be together again next life. What advice does the spirit have for Pile 1? It says a year from now. Something important will happen from a year from now. That's a long time. But actually, when you look back in hindsight, it's never long. It just feels long when you're in the process. Yeah. What do you want? I want to know. You need to let go. You need to let go of something or someone. Like, let it go. The whole reading is about letting go. You have to release something to invite a new energy, to make room. So, what is not serving you in your life right now? Is it your job? Is your schedule? Is it someone, a relationship, or a bad habit that you need to let go? Yes, the spirit said, not the right time. I think right now is not the right time, whatever you're thinking. And a year from now, something might happen. And yeah, it's not very fast because earlier you get the Knight of uh, Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight, but it is steady. Whatever you are establishing, it's a solid foundation. So that's all I have for you, Pile One. I hope it makes sense. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. It seems like you crave love in your heart, and you crave power, clarity, and you crave a soulmate connection, but you are self-sabotaging, and you have a sharp you have a sharp tongue maybe, and upcoming events maybe you have to defend yourself among family, friends, brothers, sisters, but that is only because you want to build a solid foundation going forward, and you are going through this transformation. I hope I, I wish you good luck, and sending you love and light. I hope things work out for you. Thank you so much, Pile One. I will see you next time. Hi, Pile Two. If you pick the death card from the Ethereal Vision Illuminated Tarot deck, this is your pile. You got quite a reading. Let me explain. When I asked about your past energy, I got Knight of Cups reversed. I got Six of Cups reversed. I got Ten of Pentacles reversed. These are challenging energies. It shows me that you will offer a love opportunity, but you hesitated. You rejected it, regardless how attractive the other person is. This connection may have been a soulmate connection, like as if you knew each other since a very young age, maybe even childhood friends, but you rejected it, a possible soulmate connection, and you have like serious family matters too, like your family life is not going as you want it to be. You're supposed to have everything you ever asked for, but it's just not. You still have those things, but the feeling is not there. You don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel like that was it. And you are going through a regeneration. I'm not saying like you are literally, I'm saying the energy tells me that everything is burning to the ground into ashes. And right now, like as of right before you're watching this video, you are in that process of just watching everything you ever built burning to the ground to ashes. That's why I say it's challenging. The whole thing is telling you that what you need to let go is the preconditioned mindset of how your life is supposed to be, how your family is supposed to look like, what kind of connection is the right one to be in, because your life is literally upside down and burning to the ashes. When I asked the spirit to describe you, I got Knight of Cups reversed. I got the Artist, and the Strength card. Both are major arcanas. I believe the Artist card is the unique card in this deck. And let me explain these cards one by one. Knight of Cups energy is energy of I have all I ever want, and I present those items. But your card came out reversed. Tells me that you don't feel fulfilled, even though you possess all you ever wanted. That you feel empty inside. Yet you're very creative. You are making plans for the future. Even though your present moment might be foggy, clouded, you're still working on your craft to paint or to orchestrate a future for yourself. What that look like? I can't tell right now from the card. And I don't think you know either, but you are working on that. And the card reminds us that you have the strength, you have the confidence and power to take control of your circumstance. You might be this beast, but you also have the tender side that you are finding your balance between power and wisdom. And right now, as everything's burning down to the ground, a change is in the wind, a huge change that will blow away everything that doesn't belong in your life, doesn't serve you anymore. And it's time to go. It's time to take action. You know change is coming. You are watching everything you ever wanted getting burned down, metaphorically. And you got to take action because their future is to create. And when I ask about what is coming for you, we got the Magician, which is a major arcana, Ace of Wands, and Page of Pentacles. But all these cards came out reversed. So let me explain. What I think happening here is you are become an alchemist. You possess all the power you ever need and the resources to succeed, to achieve this dream that the artist is painting. However, you are not fully realized of your own power yet. You are still doubting yourself. You may have the thought of, I might not be good enough, or I'm not ready. Hence, you are not claiming your power. And the universe is asking you to sit in your energy and realize how powerful you are. And this is the time to take action. And Spirit is telling me that once you made that decision, your action is very, very fast. And you know that. You know that you are powerful. You know that you are very efficient and you get things done quickly, but you're not doing it. You're hesitating. You are starting a new project, possibly you're starting a new job, and it is good for you. But even that, you have hesitation. Like there's just a lot of hesitation in your life right now. I mean, you know there's a change coming because your life is literally upside down, but why are you in denial? I'm going to ask some clarification. Why is Pal 2 in denial? What are they resisting? Why are they in denial? Hierophant. Hierophant in reverse. It came out reverse. Possibly you're going through a divorce, or you're supposed to go through a divorce, but you are not doing that because I don't know why. You are afraid of the truth. You are planning for the future, but you're afraid of the truth. And then you get the Strength card reversed. Like you have all this power, but you are denying it. You're denying your own power. The Spirit's advice is that you have some explanation to do and you need help. And this help, I feel like, is not counseling or like a real help. Someone have done this and can explain how this is the whole process done is done. And there are opportunity, but you have to recognize those opportunities and even create possibilities. And when there's open door, you got to walk through it. There might have been promises you made to people, and you have to keep your words and look for the inside, improve your communication, and go for it. Like, there's the spirit is telling me that you are not recognizing your power, and that's why possibly you are not taking actions. But you are very powerful, and you are worthy. You have all these beautiful quality of a Taurus. Taurus is earthy, is very practical, is productive, fertile, pleasure seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, loyal, patient, deliberate. Like, you have all these good qualities. You have to believe in yourself and take actions. And like, you get Taurus and you have pleasure. Like, if you claim your power, your life will be so beautiful and so luxurious, so zen. And spirit's calling you to possibly spend some time outside, maybe go somewhere warm that you can see flowers, maybe a botanic garden if you live somewhere cold, get close to nature possibly and get some real ideas, and don't be afraid of taking action, because if you don't take action nothing happens. Are you happy right now? I don't think so, because like, you're rejecting people even though that connection may be a soulmate connection and your family matter. It's just a mess. I think it's a mess. And then you get the star bathing card. It's a light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. You are going through a major transition in your life, from dealing with the earthy, mundane activities and situations to claiming your power and getting close to your soul. Like, all these angelic quality in you is being activated now. It's being activating now. So you're closer to the divine, to your truer self. And you get to let that process happen. I think a lot of that process might have happened while you're sleeping. And spirit's encouraging you to dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Something, yeah, you need to do something to change your energy. Possibly get some sage or incense and clear your space energetically. You can like look up some YouTube videos about energy cleansing. Recently, I got it's called Koshi. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Like, sounds can clean your energy too. Like, let me help you right now. Like, I'm cleaning your energy. Please help with how to clean their energy so they can reclaim their power and see themselves as this beautiful Taurus energy that's luxurious, practical, productive. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's hard to love someone else too. Let's see, what does the moon have to say to Pao 2? What does the moon have to say to Pao 2? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I really think you might have, like, Taurus is a significant placement in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, or you have some like major planets there. There's abundance coming, and I think you're working on that, and you know that. So trust that energy. Don't be afraid. It says blue moon. You get a card that's blue moon. Believe in the impossible. You are a very powerful person. You can manifest anything, even the impossible. So be that person. Don't say, I want something. If you say, I want something, you don't have it. You get that? Don't say, I want to be successful. Say, I am success. Then live that energy. Once you believe that, universe will make it come true. And whatever you're thinking, it's a yes card. Yes, because believe in the impossible, right? Okay, if you, it just seems like you rejected the connection, even though you might feel something really deep about it. And I want to ask if Spirit have any advice for you. And we got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Divine timing. And then you got let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. You're waiting for someone. Possibly you were together before. Now you're in separation. And you need to ask your friends for help. And what would that person say to you? What would that person want to say to Pal to? I'm becoming a better person. I wish I could share my good news with you. Well, maybe ask that person, what is the good news? Give them a call, write them an email or something. The person is saying, I want you. For whatever reason, there's a separation, but that person is still thinking about you. Now, universe, what advice do you have for Pal 2? What advice do you have for Pal 2? Focus. What do you want to focus on? I think it's to put your life in order and to believe in your power and live from that place of trusting yourself and simplicity. Is your life too complicated right now? It doesn't have to be. List everything on a paper and figure out what is important to you and what's not and focus on it. Decluttering our life. Like at the beginning of the video, I was explaining what it means to have full moon in Virgo, and Virgo is a sign that's love organizing, cleaning. And if you go to a Virgo's house, it's usually very tidy and organized, and that's the energy the spirit is telling you, is to organize your life energetically and like practically, and see what is the extra that you need to let go of. And at the bottom of the deck, we got power. So trust that you are powerful. You are the powerful being. You are strength. You are that light, and you are also that God or goddess. You just have to believe that and live from that energy. Yeah. That's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope it makes sense. And leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you pick the stat card from the Muse Tarot, then this is your reading. So, among the 3 piles, you have the clearest message. And I can see the progression of your involvement. And let me explain. When I ask the spirit to describe your past energy of what is going on, I get the Chariot reversed, I got the Empress reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, and then the Full card reversed. All these cards, 3 of them are major arcanas, and one of them is a 10. It symbolizes completion. And then when it asks about who you are, I see this Chariot upright. When I ask what's going to happen if we continue this path, we get a Full card upright. So I love this reading because there's a continuation, there's a story here. And here's what I think. You are onto something major. And you're ready to go. You're like, let's go, baby. But as you're starting the project, or even before you're starting the project, you realize there are things that you have to take care of before you can charge your energy through. You are very creative. You possibly you want to get pregnant, and possibly you already have 2 kids. But yeah, something is off right now at this moment. Like you cannot fully express your love, your creativity. You're not fully yourself. And then in terms of your family life, it's like you're going through a rainy season. You got rained on. You're running in the rain. I mean, the kids are having fun, but the dad was like, oh, it's going through some stuff in your family life. And then you want to embark on a new journey and you are hesitating to take that first step. And you have a fear because the fool is fearless. The fool just take a leap of faith and take that first step, but you're not. You're hesitating. And then from the wisdom of the oracle deck, you get in between card number 3 is a flamingo. Flamingo is the energy of they shift. They change the color of their feather because the food they eat shrimp, and that shrimp makes them turn pink. First of all, food is important to you, and you pay attention to what you eat. Second of all, you're in this transition period in between. One foot in to the new chapter, one foot is still in the past. If once you are fully step into a power, you will be that beautiful flamingo king or queen, so colorful, so pinky, but now you still have your tail in the dark. And it says building blocks 28. You're building something. Maybe you're 28 years old. Maybe you're 31 years old. And you're building a foundation for your future right now. And you're experiencing some challenges, things not going as well as you think, or people stopping your progress. But know that you are the chariot. Once you claim your power, nobody can stop you. Look at these tens of horses. Nobody can stop them. You have all this power. Just give it time. And maybe patience is calling in this process. You have 3 of inspirations. That's 3 of wands, showing me that you're planning for the future. You are visionary. You're getting things in order. That's who you are. You're quite organized. And you're starting a new project right now. You're starting to manifest your material wealth, to lay down your foundation one day at a time. There's some beautiful things happening. Now, what Spirit is warning us about your path, you got Ace of Cups, 7 of Swords, and Queen of Wands reverse. What it tells me is that, so if you look at this card, this is the after tarot, by the way. The guy has already passed his Ace of Cups. He left all of them. And then there's a beautiful woman looking at the cup. And it shows me that the Spirit is telling you to slow down. Again, be patient. There's a reason that you have not unleashed all your power yet. Because once the faster you go to the wrong direction, the more you have to backtrack. And the Spirit is telling you to be patient. Sometimes just wait around a little bit. Beautiful creature or circumstance will show up and help you to make your wish come true faster and proper, so you don't miss your opportunity. Maybe whoever you're waiting for, or whatever circumstance you're waiting for, is not ready yet, even though you are, and you're getting impatient and restless. You want to leave, but Spirit is saying that wait a minute. And if you think you have the upper hand, that you win the negotiation, the other part lost, pay attention, because there might be traps, right? That's why sometimes we need to slow down when we're doing something. And then you have a Queen of Wands reverse. it shows me that either you are not seeing, you are not realizing how intelligent you are, how much power you are, intellectual power you all have, or you're just missing that kind of person in your life, someone that's wise, that gave you candid advice in life, yet nurturing and wise themselves. Now, and then I asked some astrology cards to see your energy, and I got Sagittarius, the voyage. It says philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky, adventurous, honest, bareback, unbridled, experimental, lucky, boundless, traveling, risk-taking, tactless, self-righteousness. Um, you have a lot of fiery energy in you, and you may like to travel. It is about time for you to see the world, whether it's for work or for personal life. It's time to claim your independence, to be adventurous and honest, and know that you're a very lucky person. Like, there's nothing to be feared of. Live in that voyager's energy and take the risk and beat that foe. Take that step. Embark your new journey, yet be patient and not rush, so that you don't miss beautiful opportunities, is what I'm seeing here. And then you get opposition. It says balance. Mirroring, relates, interact, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, discipline, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, calls out. There are some people in your life are doing these things. They may be confronting you, maybe telling you to be more disciplined, maybe you have conflicts, someone's testing you, objections, calls out. There's a lot of going on. Maybe that's why you are not moving as fast as you want. But know that this energy exists for a reason, that they may help you to verify if your idea is mature enough. And by listening to the opposition, we grow as well. If we're just hanging out with people that are the same with us, that's boring. The opposition energy is healthy if we're willing to listen, communicate, and adjust ourselves. What if some of these call outs are something that worth us to pay attention to? And we can learn from each other. And that's the beauty of being out of your comfort zones, and have that relationship that you trust, have that real queen of wands that can call you out when you need to be, and be honest to you, because they have integrity and they live in their truth, and they're here to be honest with you and to show you how to live authentically. Let's see, what spirit, what kind of advice do you have for pile 3? Advice, please. Action. I think this action is similar with the Fool, because you are in between. You still have part of you in the past, and you still haven't claimed your full power yet. But the spirit is telling you to take action to build that building blocks for the solid foundation, but yet don't rush, right? Still plan carefully, ask for help, and have that integrity, and trust that miracle will happen. Miracle is on the way for you. You are onto something big, because there's so many major arcanas, and you got Queen, you got Empress, you have Chariot twice, you got Fool twice. A new beginning is truly coming once you complete that in-between stage of this whole process. So let's see what Moology has for you. The moon, please give us some advice. This is a time for healing. It's always time for healing, in my opinion. Whenever you feel like you're healed, get out of your comfort zone. And then someone will trigger you somehow, and you will figure out what you need to work on next. And then it says, winding mood, what do you need to release? That's the theme of this reading. The whole reading is about what you need to release. What do you need to release? I think you need to release that doubt for yourself that you are not good enough. You have to release your ego so you can listen to the opposition and see the value of those conversations. You have to release that status quo so you can be that full energy and truly appreciate and embody the new beginning that's coming for you, because this new beginning is inevitable. Right now, what does the angel answers have for you? Angels, what do you have for pile 3? What do we need to let pile 3 know about their situation? What do we need to let pile 3 know? No need to worry. Trust. You are onto something big. I think I've said that already. You are onto something big. You have to trust your power, and you got yes. It's gonna happen. It's happening. And then if you have a question about a relationship, if this is about a relationship, Spirit, what would you like pile 3 to know? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. Talk to your friends. Okay, fair. And it says you deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah. I don't see you have strong self-love issue, but it's always good to remember that you deserve love. You are lovable. Everyone is deserving of love. That's just a fact. And then you get very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. What do you want? So many people don't know what they want even. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not always easy to know what you want, but I think if you love yourself and you know who you are, that answer will come so much easier, and you will know what is not right for you. It all comes down to loving yourself. If you have someone in your mind, this person wants to tell you that we will be together again. If this is a separation, I think you will be together again very soon, because we got a very soon card. What does your person want to tell you? Ah, this is too many. I'll just what does pile 3's person want to tell them? Not very good at shuffling. It must be getting late. This is my last pile. What does pile 3's person want to tell them? We both know I'm not the one for you. Wow. Okay, then why will you be together again? Why will you be together again if you're not the right person? Just being near you is intoxicating. Okay, if this is a toxicated relationship, this card, you and I, or too young. If this is a toxicated relationship, don't get there. Don't get yourself involved so deep, and then you end up have to go through separation and just breaking up. It's painful. Just don't even start it. That's the best thing. I know it's not easy, but sometimes you have to do it. It's just a part of life. You're not the first one. You're not going to be the last one. I'm doing a general reading here. A lot of people's energy are connected. That's how so many people can share the same reading and still feel resonate. Um, yeah, we're not that special. The energy is connected. From the Work Your Light Oracle deck, you get Inner Temple, Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Spirit's calling you to live from the heart. You are the Chariot, but even, oh, you know what? I think the Chariot is living from the gut, like the solar plexus. I love this card because I am solar plexus. Listen to your gut, listen to your heart. Both. You can trust both. It's time to practicing tuning into your own intuition and live from the heart and the gut. I know there are different positions, locations in the body, but you know what I mean. Like the body keeps the score. The body knows. We have to respect our body tempo, but also remember that we're not our body. We're not our mind. We're our soul. We're our heart, and our gut is a great guidance of our intuition. You know, when people say, trust your gut feeling, there's a reason for it, and trust that. Okay, Spirit, last advice. What do we want to tell pile 3? Come on. This is why I don't like to shuffle on camera. It takes so long sometimes. Okay, why does Spirit not want to tell us something? Can we just 2 cards jump out? So I'm not going to use that. Come on, Spirit. Can we tell pile 3 their last message, please? Okay. I'm just going to take this card. It says, the seeds of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. The unconsciousness is what you're leaving behind, the darkness of your world, because you're stepping into the light. And you have so much potential, and that's why you're represented by the Fool over and over again in this reading. Trust your power. It's time to take action, but also be patient. Don't rush through. Take it one step at a time. Listen to your opposition because there's value in their feedback. Trust yourself. Remember that you are lucky. Be honest. Keep that adventurous energy of yours. Know that there is something special coming to you. But if it's a toxicated relationship, don't go back, okay? If that's not the right person for you, if you know it from your heart, from your gut, don't go back. I think that humanity is shifting, that we're so used to live in our head from the Industrial Revolution or how our school society conditioned us. And now as a collective, we're shifting into living from our heart space. And that's what I'm personally practicing right now. It is a long lesson. I'm not there yet. I'm learning every day from every connection that I have with others. But I'm calling you to practice that too. Know where your heart is and live from that space and be the light and bring the light to others and share the light and joy with people around you. That's what we are here for, to spread love, to heal. Okay, pile 3. I hope this reading makes sense to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it if you can leave me a comment, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Bye.